Good Monday morning, Bulldogs. Today is October 21st, 2019. Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for our moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our moment of silence. Thank you. You may take your seats. I would like to take a moment. I'm hoping that Jordan, your birthday got announced. I know Jordan celebrated her birthday yesterday, but I do want to take a moment to wish a happy birthday to Shanavia Davis in 3rd grade. Shanavia, don't forget you can come by the office after announcements to grab your birthday pencil. A few reminders. Don't forget, staff and students, this Wednesday, October 23rd, is Unity Day. We are asking all of our staff and students to wear the color orange. So staff, if you remember, we sent out a website if you're interested in getting a t-shirt. I know many of you have purchased one. If you do choose to wear orange on Wednesday, staff, you are free to wear jeans as well. So just a reminder about that. Thank you to all of our staff and students who came out for our movie night on Friday. It was a huge success. We watched Ugly Dolls. We had a great turnout, and we even got to do some trick-or-treating around the school. I know my daughter brought home tons of goodies from that, so thank you, staff, for supporting that event, and a shout-out to our PTA for putting that on. I do have a few positive office referrals this morning. We are up to 14, so these two will take us up to 16. Our goal is 40 for the month, so we'll see if we get there by the end of October. The first one is for Karma in Miss Early's class. Karma, you were chosen because you are always helpful to your peers when they need assistance with their morning work. So thank you for helping others stay focused on learning and spreading positive relationships, Miss Karma. And another one from Miss Early's class, this one goes out to Major for helping us to keep a safe learning environment. Major, you have stepped in as the boy monitor to make sure that boys are being safe in the bathroom, and I've seen it firsthand. You do a fantastic job. So I will call you two down later this morning to make your positive phone call home. The last thing that we have for this Monday is our new word for the week. Our word is arrogant. The word is arrogant, and arrogant means believing you are more important or better than others. So if you know somebody that likes to maybe brag a lot, they could be considered arrogant. Here's a character for you to consider. This is Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Gaston brags about how he's like the best hunter, how he has like the biggest muscles, and how he's kind of used to getting whatever he wants. So we would consider Gaston to be arrogant. Some synonyms include bossy, conceited, presumptuous. I like that. Let's see. Here's our book for this week. It's called Better Than You. Staff, I sent out some activities that you can do with this. This is Tyler, and we can tell that Tyler likes basketball. And Tyler has a friend, Jake, and we're going to read just a few pages today, a little bit about Tyler and Jake. So you can see Jake's kind of in the background with that basketball in the picture. My neighbor Jake can be a real jerk, always letting me know that whatever I do, he can do better. Don't get me wrong, Jake is great at practically everything he does, especially sports. Me? Not so much. I mean, I know I'm good at writing stories and playing the guitar, but when it comes to basketball, I have to practice a lot just to be a decent player. The jerky side of Jake first started to bug me when I was trying to learn how to do a layup. For weeks, I've been working on leaping, aiming, and shooting like an NBA star. I even got my older brother Iggy's help. I was so excited when I could finally do it that I went over to Jake's house to show him. "Hey, Tyler, what's up?" said Jake. "Check this out. I can do a layup." After I showed him the move, he grabbed the basketball from me and said, "Yeah, well, I bet you can't do this." Then Jake did a perfect hook shot. He couldn't just say, "Cool, Tyler," or "Great job, you nailed it." Nope. He had to outdo me. Who am I kidding, I thought. I'll never be great at basketball. Why even bother trying? Last Tuesday morning, I was in the middle of showing Charisse my new music player when Jake came over. "What's that?" he asked. "It's a sound launch," replied Charisse. "Tyler just bought it." "You're kidding. A sound launch? You should have gotten a Tunage 300, said Jake. Then he went on and on about all the great things his music player could do that mine couldn't. I just stood there, thinking of all the places I'd rather be than right there with Jake. Today we had a math test. I hate math. It's my hardest subject. My hands get all sweaty and my brain turns to mush whenever I try to solve the problems. Do you want to know what was worse than taking that test? Having the teacher tell you that the kid to your right would be grading it. And since I sat next to Jake, he got to check my answers. Geez, Tyler, I can't believe you got some of these problems wrong, he said. That test was so easy. I must be like 5 times smarter than you in math. There should be a law that kids don't get to grade other kids' tests. Stupid test, stupid me. So take a minute and think to yourself, how do you think Tyler's feeling being around Jake? It's probably pretty frustrating. He seems to kind of feel frustrated that he's not as good as Jake at all of the things that he can do. Almost like he's ready to kind of give up. But I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to read all of the story, but his Uncle Kevin comes in. This is his Uncle Kevin. And he kind of helps him relax by playing music. I don't know if music kind of helps you relax. Sometimes it helps my brain relax. And Uncle Kevin gave him some advice, and I want to share this with you, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. So if you can't see, that animal is a pufferfish. If you know what pufferfish is, they get really big when they get scared. They blow their bodies up to try to scare away people that might want to hurt them. So Uncle Kevin says that Jake is a lot like a pufferfish. They puff up their bodies to make themselves bigger than they actually are. It's a way of protecting themselves from potential enemies, he said. But when a kid acts like a pufferfish, he takes up so much space that he can also push away his friends. So our word for the week is arrogant. So Jake is the character in our story who is arrogant. And I'll give you a hint. Tyler is going to work to overcome his frustration, and he's going to take his uncle's advice. His uncle is going to give him some very sound advice on how to deal with somebody who is arrogant and who might act like a pufferfish and get really big around others and always kind of want to be the center of attention. And his uncle gives him some great advice. So teachers, if you have a moment to talk about what we can do when we have encounter people or friends that maybe show off a lot or brag a lot, and kind of how we might handle that, instead of just saying, well, I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. I think Tyler is a great example in this book, Better Than You. That is all for this week. Make it a wonderful Monday. Remember, Booker believes, students achieve. Have a great day.